Welcome to my channel, Ana Lana. Today I want to share with you this wonderful hat, good for everybody. But first I want to remind you that if you like this video, please give me a like and also subscribe. So now, let's start. Para español, el video está abajo en la caja de descripción. So for this project, we are going to need a medium size yarn, number 4, and a crochet hook of 5 millimeters. In average, the adult head circumference is about 22 to 23 inches, which is 56 to 58.5 centimeters. Now, the elastic band, we have to do it like an inch shorter or 3 or 4 centimeters shorter, because remember, it's elastic. Now, the height of the hat should be around 8 inches, which is 20.5 centimeters. Now, for babies, we can find a lot of charts in the internet with different sizes. However, we have to notice that there are many babies that they have bigger heads than what the chart calls for. So the best thing would be to measure the baby's head. Okay, so we are going to start this hat from bottom to top. We are going to start first with the elastic band, and we are going to make a chain of 9 stitches. So the 9th stitch is the one that we are going to use to go up, because our base is going to be 8. We notice that the chain has one side flat and the other side has little bellies. So this is the side that I want to start the work with. So just put the hook inside each little belly and we are going to pull the yarn. So we will be making a single crochet on top of each little belly. So here it goes, single crochet until the end. So in total, we are going to have 8 single crochets. So this little first line is a little bit tricky sometimes. Okay, so now this is the last one, and now we are going to do just a chain, and we turn the work. And now I'm going to put the hook through the ring at the back and then pull the yarn, and that will be another single crochet. So we are going to be using the back loops. That way we are going to start creating the elastic. So we continue like that, creating the elastic using the back loops and doing single crochets. The last one, you are not going to use the back loop, you are going to use both loops. And that way it's not going to show any holes, any spaces. Now we change up and continue. We are going to continue until we get the desired length. As we continue creating the elastic band, we need to start measuring it, but please do not stretch it. You just put it as is with a metric tape, and then we will see how long it takes. So now we are going to begin just joining both sides. Okay, so I'm going to pass through the first loop, the stitch from the other side. I do 1 stitch, then use both loops, one from each side, and you will be passing through the hook and pulling the yarn, and we are going to do a slip stitch. Pass it through, pull it and then pull it all the way. And that will be the way that we will be closing it. Okay, I got to the last point, and this is my last slipping point, and that's it. And look how beautiful it looks. You won't notice the union part. Okay, so now we are going to start with this first row, and we are going to be doing a single stitch all the way. On each point at the base, we are going just to be doing a single stitch. And at the same time, I will be hiding that ending strand. Just every time I do a single stitch, I will be covering it. For the second row, just chain one, and now we are going to be doing half double crochets all the way. And this is what I like to do on the ending, so the unions are not going to be so noticeable. I just put it through from the front part, and that's it. Start like that. Okay, so we are going to do a half double crochet, but we have to look for the third loop, which is behind the stitch. You see, this is more noticeable when you do half double crochets. So let's do it. So that is the stitch that we always see, but just put it, turn it like this, and then you will see that third loop, and then pull it through. So again, look for that third stitch, for the third loop, and then put it through. It's at the back of the regular stitch, and that way it starts forming that little chain, and that's the way that we are going to get this effect, which is very nice. So now at row 4 is going to be the same as row number 3. We are going to be doing half double crochets using the third loop at the back of the stitch below. The stitch below is going to be half double crochet. That's why it's so visible, the third loop. If you are doing single crochet, it's very difficult to see that third loop, that little ring behind the stitch. The ideal is half double crochet. So now we are closing this row, and again I just use this method so I can try to make it very smooth, the transition between the rows. And we are going to stitch 1, chain 1, and then chain 2, and then I'm going to do a double crochet but on the front post, and then the next one on the back post. So again, we just put the crochet hook behind the crochet below, and then just do a double crochet. Sorry, this was splitting. And now the crochet in front. So we are going to do a front post, and like that, one front post, one back post. And doing this type of stitch, one front post, one back post, we are giving some kind of a texture to this beautiful hat. And we are going to continue like that. Okay, so I already finished that row, and now I'm going to start with row number 6. So we are going to continue doing front post, back post, but on the contrary. So whenever we did a back post below, we are going to do a front post. So here we are going to do the opposite from the stitch below. So if we did have a front post below, we do a back post, and so on. So now on this row number 7, we are going to be doing half double crochet on the base, on the back of each stitch. So it's going, you see, at the very top, we just enter the crochet hook, just put it through that. That way we give that impression of a chain again. So we are going to continue doing half double crochets, but putting them through that first part of the post. And we are going to continue this until the end of the row. Okay, so I'm finishing this row, and now we are going to start again with a chain, and now we are going to do a double crochet, but we are going to be looking again for the loop at the back. So remember, we have the top and we just look, and at the back there is a third loop, and we are going to be taking it again and doing a double crochet there. So basically we are repeating row number 3 and number 4 just to get this effect of like 2 little rows together. And we are going to continue like that until the end. So again, double crochet and taking the loop at the back. So by now we all get the way that it is, right? So great. Let's continue. Okay, so we are finalizing this chain, this row, and we are going to chain 1, and we are going to start repeating again the design. So we are going to do 1 front post and then 1 back post, and 1 front post and back post all the way. So for an adult hat, you can do 3 or 4 rows of this type of stitch, front post, back post. For a baby's hat, you just can do 2 rows like this and 2 rows of the little chains. Okay, so for the adult size, we are going to start making reductions at 14 centimeters or 5.5 inches. Remember, we are going to stop when we get to be 8 inches. So now this is the end of this row. And we are going to start making reductions on this row. So we chain 1 and we are going to be doing just half double crochets. So we are going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the number 5 and 6 we are going to knit them together. Here it goes. So again, this is our first reduction. So again, we are doing 1 half double crochet, 2, 3, and 4, and then number 5 and 6 we are going to knit them together. Okay, perfect. And we are going to continue like that until the end of the row. Okay, so I already did 3, and now the 4th and the 5th, I'm going to close them together because I have no more room. So this is the end of this row. And we are going to close it as usual. And then we are going to go up with one stitch. And we are going to continue with the next row of reductions, which is 3 half double crochets, 1, 2, and 3, and then the number 4th and the 5th we are going to stitch them together. So 1, 2, and 3, and then the 4th and the 5th we stitch them together, and we are going to continue like that until the end. Okay, so I'm finishing this row, and now I'm going to accelerate a little bit the decreases, the reductions. So I'm going to be doing 1 half double crochet and then stitching together 2 and 3, and that will be it. If you need more room, you just can continue knitting 2 half double crochets or 3 half double crochets and just do the number 4 and 5 together. So you can keep measuring it, and every time that you feel that you are close, just measuring it, making sure that it's getting close to the 8-inch mark. Okay, so we are getting close to the ending product. Here I'm not going to be closing the row. I'm going just to continue, and I'm going just to put a half double crochet and continue with stitching number 2 and 3 together. So again, another half double crochet, and we will be stitching 2 and 3 together. And just remember, the key is keep measuring it because we are getting very close, so you want to be right with the height. In this case, this is a small hat, and I just want to be close to 6 inches because it's for a baby. So I'm very, very close, and I'm going just to do one more, and that will be it. This time I'm going just to stitch 2 together all the way. So I'm getting really, really close, and I'm going to continue stitching 2 half double crochets together all the way, and we will see the opening getting smaller and smaller, and then basically that will be it. We are very close. So remember to keep measuring it all the time, especially towards the end, so you know when you should stop. And in my case, I think I am done. Now I will be just using the tapestry needle to go and pass it through, and then I will be just closing the hole like that, and it's ready if you want to put a pom-pom. Or anyway, I rather not to have anything in the hats, so it's easier to just wash it. So we are at the end of this project, and this is great because you can do it any size. It's just a matter of playing with the number of rows. And at the end, you just do the tapestry needle and just close it. So I hope you like this video, and I hope you learned something. And if you like this tutorial, please give me a like and subscribe. That way you will get notifications about my next projects, and I have plenty more to share. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time in Ana Lana. Thank you.